Hi, good day, guys. I'm Andrew. I'm the most unlikely person to speak about cryptos because I don't flaunt it. I don't talk about it. I don't act it. But I've done my research fairly well, and which makes me somewhat an authority in that regard. All right, so let's cut to the chase. Bitcoin 101. So cryptos were created as an alternative to traditional banking. Now, it's believed that banks are profiting from whatever money you give them. That money is actually non-existing. All right, put your money in bank A, 500k, right? And you say, okay, I need bank A to send my money to bank B. You'd expect that bank A gives bank B money, right? No, bank A doesn't give bank B money. Just tells bank B, okay, this is the figure we give you. So the truth is, where's the whole money? So that is another question for another day, but we aren't talking about that now. So it was created that, okay, so instead of banks making huge profit from the money you keep with them, why don't we create our own currencies that is for the people, by the people, just like democracy? So cryptos were created, Bitcoin specifically. So it was created and some people experimented, bought into it. It was very cheap. Now, that is that Bitcoin 101 or Crypto 101. Now, Crypto 102. When it was released, it was about one or two or three few cents. I can't remember right now. So when people bought into it, it climbed to some dollars. Then it went down. Climbed again, it went down. So for those that know about cryptos very well, you understand that it is a very volatile currency. It keeps going and it keeps going up and rising and falling. It's normal, it's natural. So now, crypto 201. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now. Cryptos are the most fragile, I repeat, most fragile entity around or currencies around, because any kind of governmental or individual policy or comment affects the value, because it is non-existing, just like currencies or money in the bank. So it means it relies solely on crowd acceptability or street credibility. Now, street credibility and crowd acceptability can be influenced and can be determined by any kind of comments. Now, let me give you an example. So let's say US government says, I don't want cryptos in my country again. US being a world power, the moment US government says, I don't want cryptos in my country again, it goes down automatically because it affects its street credibility. Now, tomorrow, if US government says, okay, we've reviewed this and we want cryptos in our country but should be controlled, it goes up. So it means it is a very volatile currency. So whenever you want to trade in cryptos, you need to be very, very careful. It's not something that you borrow money from your bank or collect money from your friends and you put into it. It is very risky. You can go to prison for that because there's no guarantee that someone will not say something tomorrow. So now, the case study now is Elon Musk. He is the one that is determining what is happening because he is an authority in the space age. Everybody sees Elon Musk as the one that is taking everybody to the moon. So it means, and since Bitcoin or cryptos are currencies of the future, like the new thing, right? And Elon Musk being an authority or an image that signifies the new age with the electric cars and all and space exploration, automatically whatever he says affects it. So I'm not going to go deep into Elon Musk right now. Maybe at another time I would. So okay, but now, so for those that have invested in Bitcoin and now that it is dipping, well, I'm sorry. It's not something that you invest in long term and expect that your money keeps rising. There's been publications that say cryptos or Bitcoin would rise to $500,000 or $200,000 per coin. Well, it's possible. But they should have told you that it could fall at any moment in time. There is no guarantees anywhere. So the best time to buy. So now let's break it down. What should you do with this dip? You take it easy. Now, if it is money you borrowed from somebody and you see that it's going down, if you're lucky to sell, fine. You get someone to buy, cool. But if it is your own money, I would advise you can leave it there because it will still go up. But if you feel you would develop high blood pressure, sell it and count your loss. Now let's say you bought that when it was $55,000. Now it's about 42,000 or whatever thousand it is now. You sell if you want to sell. But if I were to be you, I will leave it there because my advice to those that want to go into crypto all along has been, you want to go into cryptos, take it easy. I would advise you to invest in newer coin like Litecoin, Dogecoin, or any other coin that is not that popular or not that big yet. Buy those ones. Let's say Dogecoin, when it was about 10 cents, you can buy about 300 units or buy about 1,000 units. Buy it and just forget about it. Or even if it is 5 units, buy 5 units. If it's 200 units, buy 200 units and leave it there. Don't expect it to make you a billionaire tomorrow. No. Just leave it there and just forget about it. It can rise and it can fall. Just forget about it. Maybe in the next 30 years, 5, 20, 10 or whatever years, you can just go back to it and check. So it's for those that like taking risks. It's not for those that are lily-livered, for those that are scared about what the future holds. It is for those that are ready to take risks. For someone like me, it is fun for me. I put my money there and I don't go back to it because I always feel normally it should be something that you think of that you've thrown the money away. If it comes back to you, fine. If it doesn't come back to you, fine. So for those that have lost money, maybe you've taken money from a lot of people and you've put it into it as a get rich quick kind of thing, well, my advice is, if those ones are pulling you now and they need their money, well, you are indebted right now. You can sell what is left of it, look for money and buy and sell to them. But if it is your own money, just leave it there and just count your loss. It would go up. It is just the nature of currencies, especially cryptos, keeps rising and falling. I advised a couple of people when cryptos were rising, say, oh, this thing is going up. I said, whatever gets so high, there's only one place that is coming back to. It's something called law of diminishing returns. Now, when it gets to the peak, it must crash. There's nothing saying that it can't rise again if you reinvent or another governmental policies comes. But whatever makes something rises to a particular level, a dangerously high level, then you should watch it because it would crash at any time. When I actually got into Bitcoin, one coin was $1,500. So now it was rising then. So it rose and crashed at some points, and it went up and crashed at some point. So it is normal. So no cause for alarm, and still lots of causes for alarm.